Blackberry Z. Pros with solid battery life and a bright Super AMOLED display. This is the first BlackBerry device that feels like a modern smartphone. Cons: the Z30 wears its weight well, but it's still very heavy for a 5-inch phone. Its 720p screen is nowhere near as sharp as the 1080p displays on competing devices. The verdict: 6.63/10. The BlackBerry Z30 feels like an introduction to the modern smartphone for BlackBerry enthusiasts. Considering what you can buy from other manufacturers for the same price, though, there's little reason to switch away from Android or iOS. Motorola Moto X. Pros: always-on voice recognition, a compact design and great color customization make the Moto X a very personal phone. Cons: the device doesn't offer enough speed, battery life or storage to wow gadget-conscious customers. The verdict: 6.65/10. The Moto X is the ultimate personalized phone. So long as you don't care about having the fastest processor or highest resolution screen, you'll fall in love with a device that feels very much yours. Google Nexus. Pros: a beautiful screen, a simple yet comfortable design and a powerful processor make playing with the new version of Android a joy. Cons: the Nexus 5's camera is substandard, and its battery life is among the worst you'll find. The verdict: 6.78/10. If you're dying to try out Android KitKat, the Nexus 5 is a great way to do it. Without a solid camera or long-lasting battery, however, it's better suited to developers than most users. HTC One. Pros: the HTC One has a gorgeous pixel-backed screen and excellent front-facing stereo sound, making it a mobile movie-watching machine. Cons: while its camera has some fun software features, the images it produces are below average. The verdict: 7.25/10. If you love consuming multimedia on the go and want a stunning phone to do it with, the HTC One is your answer. Nokia Lumia. Pros: with its staggering megapixel count and stunning lossless zoom, the Lumia 1020's camera is the best in the business. Cons: the phone's hardware is quite slow and its operating system can't compete with Android or iOS. The verdict: 7.4/10. Taking pictures with the Nokia Lumia 1020 is a blast, resulting in gorgeous, crystal clear images. We just wish the rest of the phone was as much of a joy to use. Sony Xperia. Pros: water resistance, dust resistance, a speedy processor and a crystal clear display make the Xperia Z1 a powerful entry in the smartphone market. Cons: the device is huge for its screen size. At an even 6 ounces, it's the heaviest phone we've reviewed, even heavier and almost as big as those with 5.7-inch screens. The verdict: 7.65/10. It may not be as pocketable as other 5-inch smartphones, but the Xperia Z1 makes up for that bulk with a great feature set. Samsung Galaxy S. Pros: packed to the brim with feature after feature, the Galaxy S4 is tailor-made for those who love playing with the latest gizmos and gadgets. Cons: its plastic build can feel cheap and flimsy, while some of its features are too gimmicky to actually use. The verdict: 7.88/10. Often considered Android's flagship smartphone, the Galaxy S4 is a superb device. It's not perfect, but if you're struggling to make a decision and you have to have Android, it's a safe bet that's available from every major carrier. Samsung Galaxy Note. Pros: with plenty of screen real estate and the option to use a stylus to take notes, you can put that tablet of yours in a drawer. Cons: using the Note 3 as a phone can feel ridiculous. The verdict: 8.05/10. The Samsung Galaxy Note 3 is a giant smartphone that everyone can love, a circumflex unless you reverse to wearing an earpiece or headset. LG G2. Pros: the LG G2 has more hardware features and a better battery than we've seen in any other smartphone, and a lightning-fast processor to boot. Cons: the phone's button layout can take some getting used to, and some versions feel much more cheaply made than others. Its lack of expandable storage is a huge oversight. The verdict: 8.38/10. It can go days without a charge, it's packed with fun features and hardware, and it has a stunningly beautiful 1080p screen. The LG G2 is one of the best Android phones you can buy. Apple iPhone 5 seconds. Pros: the new iPhone 5 seconds is the fastest smartphone ever made, and it packs one of the best mobile cameras around. Cons: it continues to lack expandable storage and extras like near-field communication, features that are becoming commonplace in other smartphones. The verdict: 8.48/10. Our previous number one pick just doubled in speed. With a beautiful new operating system and stunning camera features, the iPhone is easily the best smartphone you can buy. For better or worse, Apple's iPhone is the standard against which all other smartphones are measured. Granted, it gets a lot of ridicule for its hefty price tag and tightly controlled app ecosystem. Features like near-field communication, despite growing in popularity elsewhere, are conspicuously absent from Apple's devices. But the iPhone's superior design and easy-to-use interface make it worthy of praise. When a new model debuts, the world takes notice because even the simplest evolutionary changes are always integrated into a polished mobile experience. In 2013, Apple debuted two new iPhone models, the iPhone 5C and the iPhone 5 seconds. The 5C is, functionally, a cheaper iPhone 5 with a plastic frame. Aside from a slightly better battery and an improved front-facing camera, the only thing new about the 5C is its outer shell, which now comes in one of 5 different candy-colored flavors. It's also $100 cheaper than last year's iPhone 5 or this year's 5 seconds, putting it more closely in range of buyers on a budget. While the iPhone 5C is Apple's new entry-level solution, the iPhone 5 seconds is its true replacement for last year's model. To outer appearances, it looks nearly identical to the iPhone 5, with the same thin yet sturdy design and bright Retina display. Inside, however, Apple's added features that, while simple, will have a profound effect on how you use the device. Some are merely improvements on what other manufacturers have done. Physically, the iPhone 5 seconds is virtually identical to its predecessor. At 3.95 ounces heavy and 0.3 inch thick, its dimensions are indistinguishable from the iPhone 5. This isn't a bad thing. A circumflex, it feels sleek and strong in your hand, while remaining one of the thinnest, lightest smartphones around. Its 4-inch display is smaller than the 4.7-inch screens that most modern smartphones have, but it's much easier to use with just one hand. at 326 pixels per inch. Its Retina display isn't as densely packed as some other phone displays, but your eye can't tell the difference above about 300p anyway. There are new color variations, of course. The slate gray aluminum of the black iPhone 5 has been replaced with the lighter gray on the 5 seconds, and the white iPhone now comes with two different metallic backings, classic silver or silky gold. But put the iPhone 5 seconds in a case and you tap to check its camera flash or home button to tell it apart from the last Model A circumflex, details we'll discuss a bit later in our review.